Shalom. I'd like to start by giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, taught me this truth. And Shalom, salutations to the Akim, preaching his word with truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the believers. You know, the Akim and the Aqua are part of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I be part of that number. It's coming in the spirit and theme of prophecy. I got a couple of articles I would like to read. It has to do with the 2/3. You know, the Lord is bringing judgment upon 2/3, and more judgment is going to be brought upon 2/3 because they're not right. You know, the Lord rejected them. So Lord's willing, this will be edifying. This is from Associated Press. It says the shooting death of a 16-year-old girl by police is among a spate that upset Anchorage residents. Yeah, and this was published August 25th, so a couple of days ago. Says Easter Leifa was sitting under a blanket on her balcony with a knife when Anchorage police arrived, responding to a call for help from her family. Instead of showing her hands as told, they said the 16-year-old girl stood and approached them with a blade. Two officers opened fire simultaneously, one with a less lethal foam projectile and the other with real bullets, killing her 2 days before Leifa was to start her junior year of high school. She had recently moved from American Samoa to get a better education and was still learning English, her family said. So the cops just blew her away because she came at them with a knife. And this lets you know that this is Jake. Because cops only kill Jake. They don't kill the heathens. The heathens, you don't never hear of a heathen going through a situation like this. Leifa was among 7 people shot by Anchorage police since May. The most recent homicide suspect critically injured after officers said he opened fire on them Friday afternoon. That is more than twice as many as the department typically shoots in a year. 4 of the subjects were killed. The spate has made Anchorage the latest in a long list of American cities to wrestle with how police used force, and prompted an apology to Leifa's family, along with promises of reform from the city's new mayor. This cannot be our new normal. Let me get a quick preset. Well, even though that person said that this cannot be the new normal, this is the normal. The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5, and it reads, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not." Yeah. The possessors is talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He has you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are Israelites. He has y'all in possession. Because like it says in the book of Job, the 9th chapter, that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they, they slay us and they hold themselves not guilty. They could have used a stun gun or something of that nature instead of just shooting her with real bullets. But you know that Esau has an everlasting, perpetual hatred towards the children of Israel. Says the leader of the city's police union suggested in a statement Friday that the unusual spike in shootings by officers reflected the chaos our city is facing. There have been 20 homicides in Anchorage this year, 14 in the past few months. And I put any amount of money on it, all of those homicides with Jake. That's what's part of black culture. Jake killing Jake, or Esau killing Jake. That's a staple fabric in black culture. Let me see. It says, while the total is already approaching last year's 23, with about a third of the year still to go, it is roughly in line with typical Anchorage homicide totals. There were 35 in 2019 and 28 in 2022. At least 4 of those shot by police were people of color, and that has especially rattled Anchorage's minority residents. Says the city is one of the most diverse in the U.S., with large populations of Asian, Hispanic, and Alaska Native people, including many who came for military service and remained. There are over 100 languages spoken by students in Anchorage schools, and the U.S. Census said Anchorage had the 4 most racially and ethnically diverse neighborhoods in the nation after the 2020 count. So from the sounds of things, Anchorage is very diverse, but it's got Jake sprinkled amongst the heathen. Says the police department has tried to increase its diversity over the past decade, but still 7 in 10 officers are white. Far more than the city's population of 291,000, which is a little over half white, according to census data. Lifa's August 13th killing promoted several prayer vigils, as well as a march past Anchorage police headquarters that drew hundreds of people. Yeah, and Jake is good for that. Doing marches after somebody gets put to death. When will Jake learn that doesn't solve any problems? That doesn't do anything. Says participants expressed grief and anger as well as bewilderment at why one officer used live ammunition while the other had a less lethal option. The police department has offered no explanation. The explanation is that the Edomites, they don't like Jake. That's the explanation. Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept. I believe this. Let me see. Yeah, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, and you know heart in the Hebrew is lab, which is your mind. So Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, and then will I slay my brother Jacob. Yeah, and that goes for you females as well, you women. The Lord, Esau don't like Jake women neither. That's why if you've been what's that called? If you've been watching the news, I believe a month or so ago, this chick named Sonia Massey, she got put to death by an Edomite cop. You know, you Jake women have served your purpose for Esau, for your daddy Esau. You've broken up the family home. You've gone against the Israelite man. So Esau doesn't have a need for you anymore. But ultimately, it comes from the Heavenly Father. You know, He's judging you Jake women, you Israelite women. You're getting judged right now because you're not hearkening unto your man. Your Israelite man. Damn, lady. Let me see if there's any more. Yeah, but that about you get the gist of it. That's about it. But I got another for 2/3, and this is from Vibe magazine. This is published, I believe, the day before. This is published yesterday. It says Philadelphia rapper who dug up enemy's grave shot dead. Yo, you can't make this stuff up. It says Philadelphia rapper YBC Doll, who went viral for digging up one of his enemies' graves, has been shot and killed. It says the Philadelphia Inquirer reported that the incident took place on Friday, August 23rd, on the 5500 block of North 6th Street in Only, where Doll was shot multiple times in the chest and his right hand. Yeah, this is just folly. Let me see. The rapper Abdul Vix was then transported to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead 20 minutes after the shooting. A white Hyundai SUV which was spotted at the scene of the crime is being held by investigators to explore possible connections to the deadly shooting. Man, then most likely they're not going to catch the suspects. Well, then again they might, but either way, this is a direct result of black culture. What the hell you doing digging up somebody's grave because they was your enemy? Like what are you doing messing with the dead? It goes against the scriptures. That's in the law. Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. And this is the Heavenly Father speaking through Jeremiah. They are sottish children. Yeah, and sottish means stupid when you look it up. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Yeah, and that has to do with 2/3 of our people, of the nation of Israel. They are wise to do evil. You know, they know how to hit a lick. They know how to sell drugs. They know how to make and cook drugs. But to do good, they have no knowledge. And that's because they don't hearken into the words of the Heavenly Father. You know? It says, authorities considered Vicks the ringleader of a dangerous gang based in West Philadelphia known as the Young Bag Chasers. It says Vicks, rapping as YBC Dull, went viral for digging up the grave of a deceased foe from a rival gang. YBC has been embroiled in a war with about 6 other local gangs when his clip caught the attention of the masses. Says the news publication detailed another incident involving the YBC that went down in early August. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Says reports recall Kwame Hall, an alleged associate of Vicks and YBC affiliate, being arrested and charged for the death of a 34-year-old man named Sharif King, which transpired in 2023. I mean, yeah, that's about it. You get the gist of it. Let me get one more precept and then I'll close. This is going to be the fate of a lot of you 2/3. You're going to be put to death. You're gonna go through torments and then you're going to be put to death. Especially for doing something stupid like digging up a grave. But, matter of fact, let me get that precept. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse... I'll start at 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. And whenever you see the Lord in all caps, that's referring to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Like he said, he has nourished and brought up children, but they have rebelled against him. And that's what the 2/3 are. They're rebellious people. You know, they want to grow dreads. That's not our traditional custom. They want to smoke weed. That defiles the temple. They want to commit adultery. They want to eat abominable foods. They don't want to hearken to the laws, the statutes, and commandments of the Lord that is spoken to them through the Lord's men, which are through the Lord's mouthpiece, which are the Lord's men, his prophets. You know? Verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Sinful nation. A people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are gone away backward. And then it says, why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Yeah. Like whoever this rapper guy is, one of his friends, I believe it says last year, got indicted for accused of a murder or a shooting. And you think that he would learn? No, he goes and turns around and digs up the grave of a deceased person. Jacob is gone. That's why the Lord doesn't care about nobody but the elect, the hopeful elect, which I hope to be part of that number. Because as the days go by, it gets more and more lawless in the land. But that's all I wanted to bring out. Lord's willing, you was edified. Till next time I say shalom.